This is Stable Secrets. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Reilly. Horses may not talk, but trust us, their riders sure do.
We're two friends in the hunter-jumper world, pulling back the curtain on the barn life we all live.
The highs, the lows, and the secrets in between.
Welcome to 2026. We're diving in.
Man. Okay, let's give the listeners a little bit of context. I texted Kelsey and I said, I've had a day. We're not going to debrief. We're just going to, before we get on this, let's just dive in and catch up because we haven't, besides just texting about when we're recording, we haven't
right. No, we've had no
much
real communication in between this.
Yeah. Besides you texting me happy birthday.
Which, yeah, I have to hear about the birthday too. But anyway, yeah, let's go. Jump in. What are we debriefing?
Can I just tell you what happened to me today?
Yeah,
okay.
Please do.
Okay. So, fun fact. I started riding and helping out a trainer friend of mine with a couple of her sales horses. Unfortunately, 50 minutes away. But my trainer doesn't have anything for me to ride at the moment. So with her sign off and permission, I'm doing this in the interim until something comes up. I was driving up there this morning and I left my house just after 10. So I should get there just after 11. And I did. But what happened was, on the highway, some object flew out from under another car. It was probably it's okay. It's probably 2 feet long, 4 or 5 inches wide. I don't know if it was metal. I don't know. But it just went under my car. But I definitely did hit it, whatever it was. So I get to this lady's barn, get on my hands and knees underneath my car to see if anything is okay. It broke a hose. Nothing was leaking. Everything was perfectly fine. But
it's not
the
good.
Plastic connector piece of this hose in half.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was supposed to go up there, ride 2 horses, and pull 4 mains. Needless to say, I called my dad and I was like, what should I do? And he said, come to our house now before you ride. I was gonna go over there afterwards because as you know, I'm an apprentice for judging. And,
right.
When you apprentice, they don't provide you with anything. So I had to go make a bunch of copies of cards and staggers. I'll show you.
Ooh, just a couple.
I made 150 copies of each because I'm doing 4 days. It's an A show.
Yeah.
And you just don't know, will all the classes fill? Will they not fill? Better be over prepared than under. So anyways, I was going to go over there. I was going to go after I rode and go make copies of those. Nope. Had to go before. So my dad helped me. He tucked one piece of the hose into another piece and then he zip tied the other piece to some other part of my car. And he was like, just go to an auto shop in the morning and make sure everything's good. So I said, okay. So that was call it an hour there, 30 minutes to my parents. You know how long it takes to make 300 copies? So
a decent amount of time, honestly. Yeah.
Copiers don't move fast. And I did black and white. It's not hard. But anyway, so I did that, killed a bunch of time, and then 30 minutes back. And then rode a horse, pulled her mane, took care of her, rode another horse, pulled his mane. At that time, it's almost 5 p.m. I had to call it a day. I couldn't even finish my last 2 manes. So
dang,
that's unfortunate. So that's why I was I've just been around all day today.
I was going to say, yeah, shout out to the guy that just threw off your entire day by hitting something and throwing it at your car.
Not appreciated. Not at all appreciated.
That's hateful.
Yeah.
It's exciting, though, that, you're going and riding at a place right now, though.
Yeah, so, I figured if we're going to, recap 2025, we can hit a few highlights and then new things for 2026. This just started for me. This was my second time riding them.
Heck yeah.
So that's fun. They're cute little thoroughbreds, 6-year-olds, coming 7. I guess, I don't know when their birthdays are. If you ask the jockey world, it's January 1st. But
exactly,
their ad says coming 7.
Beautiful.
They're good horses. They're for sale. I'm supposed to ride one other one whenever the vet needs to look at him for something. But whenever that happens, she wants me to help her ride them and then show them so that they can get their exposure and get sold. So that's fun.
Heck yeah. Any opportunity is a great opportunity.
Seriously, even if it's driving that far, I've known her since I was showing one of my old trainers thoroughbreds, a couple of them when I was in college. And she said the other day, she's like, I think that's actually where we met, was at a local horse show and you were doing thoroughbreds. And now here you are doing my thoroughbreds. And I was like, it's meant to happen.
You do have a type.
No, I don't. I've ridden chestnut
You love
warm
a thoroughbred,
bloods
though. No, I know, but I just mean you love a thoroughbred.
I respect the crap out of a thoroughbred. Like,
yeah,
if you can get them to work with you, I feel like I've accomplished a lot.
exactly.
I love their
I love
hearts.
that.
They have good hearts.
They do have huge hearts. I'm like you. If you earn that trust, the heart, the respect, everything with them, you are getting such a quality athlete.
And you won't be surprised to learn one of them's a chestnut mare.
Oh my God.
A chestnut mare
Insane.
thoroughbred. Crazy. She must hate me. And then chestnut
Nah.
mare, chestnut gelding, and bay gelding. So
There we go.
mm-hmm.
It's exciting.
Their manes they're like a third of the length they used to be. We're cleaning them up.
Your fingers hurt?
Making them look. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They do. I was looking down because like my thumb was rubbed a little bit raw from doing it. And
Yeah.
those horses were over me because it's like taking the time to tack up, a groom tack ride, and then do the mane when they have really long manes.
Mm-hmm.
They were over it. They were over me. I'm also still in my riding clothes because I literally got home 8 and then
Love.
came back over here. But I won this shirt in a giveaway. It's RJ Classics, like winter shirt.
Ooh, fancy. I do like the color. It's like a teal in
It's
this
like
light.
yeah,
Like a
but
green
in
teal?
person it's like an emeraldy color.
Okay, yeah, emerald's a better description of that. Teal is lighter than that, I think. Yeah.
When I think teal, I think like a blue-green. It's a little
Yeah,
more
that's true. Yeah,
like
that one's
turquoise.
definitely on the green side.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I meant. Words are hard.
I did. So, okay, so let's do it this way. What are some of your highlights from 2025?
Highlights from 2025. Does it have to be horse related or like
No.
just life related? All right.
Just life.
Hmm.
And it could be good or
Well-
bad. Just life events.
I feel like a highlight is typically good.
I'm just saying, like, things that
I mean,
happened.
highs and lows.
Sure, whatever.
I would say highlight is at least getting back on my horse. You know, that is horse related, so even better. Getting back on him, getting a saddle, and honestly, starting this podcast. I've learned a lot, and I've had a bunch of fun with it. So those are some of my favorite things from the year.
I got Sambuco. That was
Mhm.
good. I have my second apprenticeship lined up. Yeah, I said Sambuco, but also like doing the 120s was really cool.
Oh hell yeah,
I turned 30. That's a
that
I
is an
guess a
exciting
highlight.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, new decade of my life. I hit my 3-year anniversary dating my boyfriend.
Ooh, that is an exciting
That's
one. Look, you in the
crazy.
threes. We need to do some like angel number research.
Oh, three's my lucky number, by the way.
Is it really? Ugh, no
Yes.
wonder.
Yes,
Yeah,
has been for the majority of my life because it was always my jersey number when I was playing basketball.
man.
Yep.
It's
So
exciting.
the more you know. Yeah.
The more you
And
know.
then I'm trying to think of anything else. No, that's about it. I think.
Yeah, I mean-
that's plenty. Oh, I got
I
promoted at
mean-
work.
Oh, that one's awesome. Yeah. Heck
That was
yeah.
back in like May. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
See, I had to go back in the office last year after working from home for a year. So that was kind of a low. Like, I like being in the office, no shade. It is nice and keeps me more social. But I enjoyed my time at home as well. And like just working in pajamas. That was great.
That's what I do.
But I forgot, I joined a Houston livestock show and rodeo committee last year, so it was my first year there. It was so fun. I think I went to the rodeo almost every day just to go because you get in for free and then you can bring in a person for free to every show.
Neat.
So I just went and played and worked 3 days. It was fantastic. I went to Colorado with my best friend Shelby. Her family goes skiing every year, and I finally got to go. They've been inviting me for years because they are the nicest people. And I finally made it and had a blast skiing for the first time. That was actually it. I think that's all I did.
Can you take me to the rodeo this year?
Yeah, come on.
I haven't
I
been
worked
since
3
I
days.
interviewed.
Yeah, I work 3 days. I think it's like March 12th, 13th, and 14th, like a Wednesday through a Friday. Other than that, I am just going to go and have a good time.
Okay, I'm excited now. I guess I'm coming back to Houston.
There you go.
Yay.
I think the concert schedule or like the artists get announced this coming week, maybe, or the next week.
Okay.
So we'll see what shows we got this year.
Okay, they usually have good ones, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Okay, we have plans. I like this. Okay, so
It's
what's
going great.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
Not necessarily just a resolution, but I went ahead and I made a vision board for this year. And I have like a word of the year so that I can try and like uphold that in different sectors of my life, like work, personal, relationship, art, everything. So
Yeah.
my word of the year is alignment.
Oh, how'd you come up with that?
Honestly, like So I got this book off of Amazon that's just a bunch of pictures that you can kind of cut out and put on your vision board. That's the whole purpose of the book. And so I made that, and I had just some random goals, not necessarily resolutions, just, again, things I want to hold myself to this year. And I made a list of words, and I couldn't really decide. So then I took a picture of my vision board, and I asked ChatGPT some word ideas. And that was a word that it suggested with my goals and my pictures, and it was also on my list. So I was like, yeah, I guess that's the word for the year.
Why am I not surprised you asked ChatGPT?
It was just a good backup reassurance because I couldn't pick between like 2 or 3 of them, and alignment was one of them. So then I was like, you know what? It's a sign. That's the one.
Okay, well, that makes sense. So, well, I guess besides that, do you have anything exciting coming up in 2026 that you're looking forward to?
I'm excited about year 2 of the rodeo. That'll be fun. Some friends and I are wanting to take a trip maybe in the next couple months if we can all get it together. I have a really great group of friends in Houston that we hang out a lot. We go to trivia once a week, do a bunch of stuff. So we're trying to add a few more things to the yearly calendar this year. I'll be 32 this year. Super exciting. And then my dad is turning 65, and so is his best friend. So I think later in the year, we are taking a big trip for their birthdays. So I'm excited about that. His best friend is awesome. I love his family. So trying to just plan more trips, do more things, visit Reilly, because I know she's already thinking, why don't you visit me, bitch?
I didn't say a word.
I saw the look on your face. I knew it was coming. Try and do more things, get my horse back. There was something else, and now it's just like, oh, I know I told you about it last year, and like I wanted to get it up and going maybe by this year, stuff like that. But I think I really want to lean into that ring ready stuff. More details to come on that later for the podcast listeners. But I have a whole new kind of like plan for that. Same basic plan, but a better starting point than the initial investments I was going to make. So start a business. That's the main goal for the year.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. You got a good year ahead of you, Kelsey.
I'm hoping so. I'm feeling like it's a good year. It's the year of the horse, man. So it's our year.
Yes, it is. I guess I have one New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
And I told Matt this, and I was like, this is like going to be turning 30, but just also like starting the year off. Like, I am one of the most anxious people you've ever met. So what I'm going to do is only do things that are good for my nervous system. So if like a friendship doesn't suit me, no more like no moss. What I told him was like, if it doesn't work, like F off kind of situation. I guess another resolution, which I've gotten better at it, but like just like setting more boundaries. You know, boundaries are hard. I'm a people pleaser, and I think that will help a lot too. Yeah. So
yeah, I think it was like the year I turned 30, and maybe, I guess it was a couple years before that. I had to learn the same thing, and I feel like I typically am meaner than you, and that was something I had to also learn to downplay for a little bit. But being mean was more of a protection, I guess. So having to draw boundaries and stick to them was really hard, but it makes every relationship that you go to and into from there so much better, because you know, like, hey, these are my boundaries. If they cross them, you're done.
Yeah, I'm working on it. That's something I would say that's something I really started working on in like 2 or 3 years ago, I guess. And it's just, like I said, I'm a people pleaser. It's difficult. Nobody's ever said setting boundaries is easy. So that plus doing what's good for my nervous system is the goal for 2026. But
honestly, I feel like as riders and athletes, the anxiety and the people pleasing is just ingrained in all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say for the most part, but there are some trainers where like, no, not at all.
Oh yeah, definitely not for everyone, but I feel like it's definitely a large population of athletes.
Well, because it also, our industry, it really plays to type A personalities and then perfectionists and OCD people. So like it makes you anxious, and it makes you, you're dealing with a lot of people all the time, and like sometimes to get a deal done you have to, your boundaries, don't know those. So it's tough.
And then having to be a coachable student, like at what line do you draw, like people pleasing, like we've talked about before with coaches that push the boundaries and are really harsh, like you still are looking for their approval and all of that. So then you're going to try extra hard to people please, even though it might not be for the best, you know?
True. Very true. That sounds like me in high school.
Right.
I would have done anything for this trainer who made me feel like dog crap about myself. But I wanted her validation and her like, yes, you're doing a great job so badly that I was just like, I'm going to work 10 times harder. And that is not the person I should have been working 10 times harder for.
Well, but it's like
whatever.
Whenever you get that validation, it is the best feeling, even if it's just for 5 seconds.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And it's usually as long as it is.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, are you looking, I guess you did say you're looking forward to a few things. I'm looking forward to riding these horses and showing.
Oh, I bet.
Okay, so I'm apprenticing in 10 days for a wonderful judge. So if anybody's going down to Venice, Oxley, I'll be there week 1, sitting there with your 100 judges. Hopefully I'll get a couple others lined up for the year. They just put down a, what's called a moratorium, starting, was it end of December or all of this year. USEF is not accepting any new judge applications. They put a halt on all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So thankfully, since I was accepted and I've done the clinic and I've like apprenticed, I'm not impacted at all. Anybody that's in that situation is not impacted at all. But they basically are doing it to improve the education behind future judges. So
Thank God.
yeah, but like, I don't know. That's a whole
episode in itself.
I'm not going down that rabbit hole today.
Same. But great call.
Thanks. But yeah, riding these horses, I get to, so like week 1 of Venice, I'm apprenticing. Weeks 2 and 3, I talked to my trainer and she found me a show lease to do for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
So she picked me out one. I told her to pull the trigger on it. All I know about it is it's a black jumper. I've seen the videos of it. It's like the body type that I like. Very like dainty but athletic with a massive step. So that's exciting.
Send me a video.
I will. I think I'm going to, I believe she told me I could do like the meter on it. So that'd be fun.
Wow.
So that's a way to stay with my trainer and get some time in the saddle with her. And yeah, it's nice to be able to work that situation with both barns and that they're both like okay with it. It's very like mutually respectful, which is awesome. I don't really know what else I'm looking forward to in the new year. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I was just mostly like,
it's hard to plan.
I was just working on my anxiety and then just like this next month. That's all
It's a great starting point.
That's all I got so far. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I have any weddings this year. That'd be exciting. Maybe I'll get engaged. Probably not, but we'll see. We get asked about every week.
Fingers crossed. I'm sure. 3 years. Hey, time's ticking.
Beats me. I'm not holding my breath. That I would die. But
Gosh.
whatever. I don't think. No, hold on. Now I want to look at my phone and see if I have anything else on the calendar that I'm going to feel like a jerk for not saying.
While you think, I'm going to throw this out there for, this is something I've been thinking about the last couple. So I pretty much spent like Christmas break at my parents' house, right? Mm-hmm. I lunged Yuri a few times. He looked so great. I'm sure he was sore as hell. And then by the last time I lunged him, I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm gonna get on him and ride. Like I need this so bad. I put the saddle on him. He looked horrible, like horrible. And so then I was pissed. And like I made him kind of work through it a little bit, but then I tried different pads, tried different things to see if it would like just change if he didn't like the saddle that day or whatever. I think he was just so sore from the other workouts, whatever. So I gave him a bath instead. But then I went and I got Cardi and was like, you know what? If he's going to take forever and a day to come back, like you're younger than him. You're so freaking cute. And when I used to ride you, you loved me. So I'm going to make my vet come out and x-ray her back so we can get a better picture of how bad her kissing spine is, like if it would be worth it to see what we can do with it. And I talked to her about it today. She's like, yeah, I'll come x-ray and then we can always inject. She's like, you used to ride her in jumper. Like it can't be too terribly bad. It's not like she would try to kill you. So we can see what the changes are and then try and lunge her, get her into better shape and see if I can at least get her under saddle so I can have something to ride, since I've barely been on a horse other than the last, like maybe a little walk trot on Yuri the last couple years. So last time I actually jumped a course was probably Pen Oak of 2023.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
But there are so many barns in that area. Say if it's a no-go with Cardi, you could find a ride, like no problem.
I know, but then it's like I don't have that many connections with trainers down here anymore. I have a few, and there's a few that I would really like to go to. And that's what, when I get Cardi in better shape and we decide like, hey, I think she's a good candidate, I want to kind of send her somewhere and just put another 30 days on her, since it's been so long since she's been ridden and I'm going to be so rusty, and just see what they think too, and be like, hey, do you think it's worth it? Not necessarily to jump her. Like, I don't really care if she jumps. If she wants to and is happy doing it, then great. But just to go play on something. Before I got her, she trail rode and all kinds of stuff too. She's brave as, I mean, she's a red mare. She's brave as hell. So we'll see. I have a couple barns, like I said, that I would like to get back into. And if money was unlimited, I would board Yuri somewhere down here closer to me so that I could be more consistent with his lunging program and everything too, to see if that would make any difference. Funds are not that fantastic for that.
By the way, look at my calendar. I forgot something. I have my first like booked local horse show judging gig.
Ooh, when is that?
July or August, one of the two.
Hey, midway through the year.
Yeah, I can't. Now I looked at it now, I can't remember. And then also I'm going to Longines, Miami.
Oh, that'll be so cool.
Yeah, there's 3 of us that want to go. So we're going to do that. We already bought our day passes. So I'm excited. That'll be cool. They didn't have it in 2025.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Wait, did you do anything for New Year's Eve?
I came back to Houston and I went out with 2 of my friends. We went to the fantastic 4-course dinner and got all dressed up, all that fun stuff, and then went out to a bar by my house. And then I made the executive decision, which was stupid on my part, to go out to another bar in the Heights that we all kind of hate, but we went anyway. And we were out far too late, but it was a pretty fun night. What about you? What'd y'all do?
Let's see, for New Year's Eve, Kaylin flew in for 24 hours.
For 24 hours.
Yeah, she had like a family emergency type situation that was happening at the time.
Gotcha.
So she shortened her flight from like 2 days to just 1 because her parents told her to go anyways. Everything was fine.
That's good.
So we sat on the porch, hung out for a little bit with like our new heat lamp that we have, and then a little bit later when the sun went down, Matt built a fire in his solo stove, which that doesn't mean anything unless you know what they are, but they're just like the smokeless things.
My parents have a solo stove. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We love a solo stove.
Yeah, they're awesome. So he had a fire and then put a little table down there with the TV so they could watch some football, him and our roommate. Then we went back inside. We played War and we watched Euphoria. And then
very nice.
Then we had my family Christmas on New Year's Day because
nice.
My brother and sister-in-law were in Oklahoma. I was with Matt's family on Christmas. And then I was house sitting for a few days. Like I had to take care of 3 horses, 2 goats, 2 dogs, and 3 cats, and like stay in the
whole
house.
Zoo.
Yeah, one of my friends just has a farm at her house, so I was doing that. That was easy. Those animals are wonderful. And so then that was the only time we all got together. So Kaylin came with us for a little bit, and then she grabbed an Uber and went to the airport and went home. But she had bought. My mom's retired, but she works at Anthropology because she loves a discount.
Oh, that's right. Y'all were talking about that.
Yeah. So Kaylin got one of the XL candles from her. So that was at the house here. So she came and her carry-on was the candle.
Incredible.
And TSA, like, they can't technically confiscate it because it's solid. But she did get pulled for extra screening. And I have to read this to you because it was so funny. Like, it had me cackling. Is that a candle? That's the biggest candle I've ever seen in my life. It smells great, though. That's all the agent had to say about it. But if it was like one of the gel candles, they could have confiscated that because that's technically not solid, so they would consider it a liquid and they would have pulled it. But I told her, I was like, girl, you spent a lot of money on that candle. You better make sure it does not get confiscated.
Right.
So,
confiscated or broken.
Yeah, well, they package it up like insane, and there's a bunch of styrofoam in the box and all that, so it was like very protected. But
that's good.
Yeah.
That was a carry on. At least it stays with her. Nice. Well, we just this past weekend celebrated Christmas with my brother's family. They came in. They live close to 4 hours away from my parents. So he, his wife, and their 2 kiddos came down, and we had a late Christmas with them and my grandma and my aunt and my cousin's son. So we had a great time, and all the children were rowdy, and the ponies got some extra love, and the dogs got some love, and my sweet brother got me a new microphone. So he's been listening and enjoying, even though he's not a horse person.
Boy, hopefully don't talk any smack about him.
Got to keep that on the DL. Just kidding. Love you, Reed.
I'm just not going to edit it out one time, see if you notice. If y'all have any guests that you would like for us to have on, please tell us, and we will do our best to get them. I think we know enough people where we could probably make a lot of them happen, but we'll see what we can do.
We'll make it happen.
I hope so.
We will.
Yeah, I think we're sticking with one a week just for now. I mean, we're only on episode 7. This is episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have anything planned yet.
Just kind of, riding by the seat of our pants here.
That's it for this episode of Stable Secrets.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.